Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you're new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more than you know, and I truly do mean that. So let's just get right into it. There has been a lot going on in the crypto space in the last 24 to 48 hours. I suspect that this is going to go on for the next few months. But before I get started, let's talk about SafeMoon. The price of SafeMoon at the time of making this video is 30214, and Bitcoin is now down to 25,000. There is a high chance for those of you that are investing in Bitcoin like myself that the price is actually going to fall even more. My target, if Bitcoin continues to fall, is anything below the $20,000 mark. Now that doesn't mean it's going to fall there, but I think that based on the news that's happening, there's a high chance that a lot of emotional investors are going to go ahead and take their funds out, so Bitcoin can actually slip even further. Not a surprise for those of you, none of this is financial. You can always go ahead and dollar cost average, but have a target on when you're going to go ahead and dollar cost average. The price of SafeMoon is probably going to slip as well because we are on the ecosystem of the Binance smart chain, and as Binance price falls even more, 10, 15, maybe 20%, the SafeMoon price will start to bottom out as well. You can go ahead and accumulate even more SafeMoon. The target is 2 million tokens for a bargain price. Now, what I want to talk about today is that I'm tired of depending on the Binance smart chain. With all of these things that are happening on the Binance smart chain, we're being held hostage by Binance due to the news that are coming out. It's going to be very, very difficult for us to actually grow as far as price-wise and get a nicer return on investment. And it's until we go ahead and add our centralized exchange and bring in our own blockchain, we're going to be held hostage by Binance. We do not know how severe Binance price is actually going to fall and what these legal allegations are going to turn out to be. And for every time these news come out, we're going to have a lot of emotional investors go ahead and sell. And as that Binance price keeps falling, it's going to affect all crypto tokens that are on the ecosystem of the Binance smart chain. That is factual. Now, the SafeMoon community is very, very strong. We know that we'll go ahead and accumulate as the price falls, but for a lot of those other smaller tokens, a lot of them are probably going to fail. A lot of the liquidity is actually going to be drained because a lot of people are going to get discouraged and take their money out and put it elsewhere. We know where SafeMoon is going, and that's why I've been stressing to you guys, be as bullish as possible. Whenever there's news that's coming out, as far as negative news and the price fall, you dollar cost average. Will I be dollar cost and average? To be honest with you, I'm actually going to stay on the sidelines right now. I think I've accumulated a lot of the DCAs as it pertains to Bitcoin as well as SafeMoon right now. I think I am good for the time being. It would have to be significant for me to go ahead right now and do a DCA. But what I want to get into is that the SEC that's actually going after Binance. Now, again, the information that's coming out is pretty damaging. The fact that they're accusing Binance of commingling their funds with the Binance net worth, with the holders' funds, it's almost as if they're lying on paper that they are valued even more than what they say they are. In addition, they are actually having a lot of the U.S. investors use their exchange, and a lot of the tokens that the U.S. investors are actually purchasing, they consider to be securities. And for those of you who know how the United States SEC has issues with securities versus commodities. Commodities are tangible things like gold, silver, bronze. Securities are things that, you know, you get into where you have a platform where you get funds for an ICO before a token is started, etc., etc. United States want you to pay taxes on those things. And because investors are not doing that, and Binance is pretty much doing things where they can circumvent the United States don't like that because it puts the holders at risk if the company was to go under. Now, is this a bad thing? To the United States, it's very, very bad because they want to protect the investors in general. And if the investors lose funds, they want to be able to go after a company. Now, Binance is not located in the United States. Okay, CZ himself lives in Dubai, but they do have the Binance US where you can go ahead and buy tokens. Now, the Binance.com, there are even more tokens that are not available on the Binance US. I would not be surprised if it gets to the point where the United States go ahead and force Binance to go ahead and shut down the Binance US, because they're sending a false set of information that we have a US version that is compliant, and as far as the United States is concerned, Binance is not compliant in the US. So therefore, they want them to stop offering service to US customers in general. So keep that in mind. These are damaging things, and soon when SafeMoon gets their ecosystem in place, we would no longer need to rely on the Binance Smart Chain for none of these type of controversies, because every time there's news, the price drops. So one day before this year is out, 2023 winter, we will have our variant exchange. I do believe we might have the blockchain before the exchange, because we will most likely become a coin. The fact that they're integrating the blockchain features into the wallet, that says a lot. And I also believe that the NFT marketplace may follow suit, or a few weeks or a few months before. There's too much coming out of the SafeMoon camp right now from the dev team, from a testing standpoint, to not think that something is actually going to be released pretty soon. I am not going to say I'm confident, but it's with my speculation that they will go ahead and position themselves to go ahead and release products before them. I am sure SafeMoon is paying attention to what's happening to Binance, because who wants to be affected by a company whenever you're trying to grow your company and a company is constantly pulling you down? You want to no longer be affiliated with a company that seems as if they're going to look as if they're damaged goods. Not saying Binance is damaged goods, but their reputation is actually on the line, because the dotted line to Binance is looking very, very similar to what has been happening to, or what has happened to FTX. Is Binance going to fail? No, but Binance may one day not be the largest exchange, because the United States is putting a lot of pressure on them. So it's been soon become harder and harder for a lot of US customers who do not know how to use certain features to be able to reach the exchange, to be able to invest on that platform. And as a result, their revenue or their net worth might start to decrease. So guys, this is my information to you guys. I want you guys to always pay attention what's going on in the breaking news as far as crypto. But if you can't get it, I will try my best to bring it to you guys. And hey, until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day.